Regarding appeals, everyone's favorite topic, appeals. Provider appeals, I have found, are handled completely differently in the insurance company from a patient appeal. Now, when I worked on the provider end, we appealed everything because I worked in orthopedics. And every surgery was appealed, everything. And we were beating our head against the wall because most of the things we got no additional money. On the patient side, we are very successful with our appeals. I write appeals for all different reasons, for medications, for authorizations, for usual and customary, for denials, all sorts of things. And I have found that the appeals are much more successful when you as the patient writes the appeal. So that should be your favorite thing to do, is to write an appeal, because it's going to really benefit you. So there's things that you can put in an appeal that will make it more effective than other ways. And when I first started my business, one of my first clients was trying to do an appeal to the Department of Banking and Insurance. They went on their website and there was a form. I don't know where they found this form. I never saw it myself. But they filled it in online and sent it in. And they got nowhere. 6 months went by, nothing happened. So then they hired me to do their appeal for them. I did my standard written appeal. And basically what an appeal is it's a persuasive letter. And you are putting in all of the facts of your case in your letter. And a lot of my appeals include the millions of times that I called the insurance company trying to get resolution for this problem. And on this date I called and I spoke to this person with this call reference number, and this is what was said. And I believe that that is what makes your appeal successful, because you are proving to them, you've got your reference numbers, you got names, you got dates, you're proving to them that you did this. You tried hard to fix this problem over the phone and you couldn't get anywhere. With your appeal, you want to put supporting documentation. I have done research on the internet for my clients, depending on what their situation is, to get the information that I need. I'm currently involved in a very big deal appeal for someone who was receiving treatment at Sloan. And certain drugs were being used for treatment. The doctor said the drugs were approved by the FDA. The insurance said they were experimental. So I was directed to the NCCN website, it's the National Comprehensive Cancer Network, and trying to find out what the guidelines were back in 2009 and 2010. There's nothing on that site. It's all 2011. But the American Cancer Society was able to give me the documentation that I needed to prove that the drugs were not approved back in 2009 for this type of cancer. So I am including all of that information, and I will go to the ends of the earth to find supporting information to put in with my appeals to make them more effective. Now that appeal is not going to the insurance, it's going to be going to Sloan, because Sloan is trying to say that the drugs were approved. So it's basically a different type of appeal there. But my point is that you need to just look and get whatever information you need wherever you need to get it from, and include it with your appeal. And the most important thing is to keep copies, which I forgot to put up there. Make a copy of the entire appeal, all the supporting information, the letter, everything that you send, and make a copy and keep it for your record. Because when you follow up on it, you want to be able to kind of tell it to the insurance company. Well, I sent you a 500-page appeal, or a 200-page appeal or whatever. And when they tell you initially, well, I don't have, we don't have that in our system. Well, you sent it certified return receipt. You have the proof of mailing. It says that they received it on this day. It was, so many pages long. Put me on hold and go look in your system. They'll put you on hold. They'll come back 20 minutes later hoping you hung up and go, oh, yeah, we have it. Okay, we're going to escalate it. So the point is that you want to follow up and keep all your supporting information together so that you have your case and you can just continually follow up until you get an answer. The rule of thumb is send your appeal in certified, allow 30 days from the date that it was received. I mark it on my calendar. I have my certified return receipts right there in the folder. Mark it on my calendar so that I remember to follow up. And follow up is the key to getting anything done when it comes to your medical bills. If you forget about it in every couple of months, it's not as effective.